Civic education is the cure and prevention of political disorder in the process of nation building. Civic education should be made prior in secondary schools, universities, and professional schools are the words uttered by Dr. Ndi Georges Njang during the audience granted to him at the MINJEC meeting room. The audience, chaired by the MINJEC Secretary General Benga Zache Robert Ofield, who represented the minister during the audience, was aimed at defining a collaboration framework between the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Civic Education and the guest delegation.
My purpose of the visit is to make sure that civic education in the society be reinforced so that it becomes a useful tool to break down the increasing rate of irresponsibility in our country, and that will help so well to make people void of being anti-patriotic, as anti-patriotism has become a very big weakness in our society now. And so civic education will be a solution. The increase of civic education everywhere in the society, in all institutions, will be very, very necessary.
The guest, having written and published textbooks for teaching and learning civic education, reiterated his attachment to the 2035 vision as he projects for the construction of national consensus for the vision by encouraging public participation in development issues. Inspired by patriotism, Dr. Ndi Georges is preoccupied with thinking globally and acting locally, and hence is bound by principles of breaking barriers between people and living for the sake of others.
My motivation is my academics. I have the strength, I have the love for the country, and I believe that collaborating with the ministry, with the proposals I've made, the country will change. My own support to the ministry as to how they can achieve a very decent society, a society that is economically, politically, and socially very decent, as the head of state, Paul Biya, wants.
The Secretary General, after listening to the guests, pointed out that the project is a citizenship-based initiative, being one of those initiatives MINJEC valorizes. While appreciating the idea, the Secretary General pointed out that it's a pleasure coming across intellectual works that will inspire MINJEC in its missions. He urged the Second Assistant Inspector of Programs, Nkoze Luc Valère, and the Director of Civic Education and National Integration, Maha Aja, to associate Dr. Ndi Georges to the National Campaign on Civic Education and National Integration Program, and recommended them to make use of the guest's expertise and work with him for the vulgarization of the said campaign. While concluding, the Secretary General also recommended that a roadmap for the implementation of the project be established, constituting the administrative, technical, and financial aspects. He also asked them to draft a report for the minister's attention based on the priorities expressed by Dr. Ndi Georges and his expertise.